What's up, everybody? How's it going? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm here at the Motherlode mine, just chilling a little bit, getting some AFK mining in. Set a nice little background for this video. And today I wanted to talk about something that, in my opinion, is kind of like it's just a part of the game at this point, and it comes up a lot. And I think everyone's experienced it at one point or another, especially if you've been playing the game for a long time. And that's getting burnt out. Like, a lot of people, you'll set a goal and you get like halfway through it, or you get just too deep into it. It starts taking away from the game. Like, I know that happens for me with alts. Like, if I make an alt account, like in the very beginning, I'm super stoked about it. I'm really excited to get going. And then like a week later, I'm like, you know what? Like, this is too much. Like, this is just not for me. And I know I've heard other people too say like that they don't play alts like for that reason. Like, it's just too much. It takes away part of their excitement for the game. I want to talk about some of the things that I do to try and fight burnout, just like going for skills. And I know this is going to be a little bit different for everybody, but I think that, part of my mindset maybe you could apply for yourself, or maybe try to look at it a little bit differently, and then maybe it'll help you if you are experiencing this problem. So one thing that I try to employ in my playstyle is treating certain skills as dailies. And what I mean by that is like set a certain XP goal in that skill. So a good example is agility. Agility is a skill that a lot of people really don't like to train, but it's super helpful to your account, right? So you could set a goal for yourself of like, I'm going to get, 50,000 agility XP a day, every single time I play. And you can get that, relatively quickly. I mean, like an hour or to an hour and a half or whatever, depending on your agility level, maybe 2 hours. And it doesn't seem like that much XP, but over time, it'll really add up. And so to put that into perspective, if you're getting 50,000 agility XP a day, that in 260 days you would get to 99. And 260 days sounds like a long time, but when you factor in that the average time to max is 23 to 2,500 hours, if you're playing 20 hours a week, it's going to take you 2 years to max. So, and a lot of people aren't even playing, 20 hours a week. Some people are playing 40 hours a week, and you can max in just over a year. But I think the 2 years to even like 3-year mark is a more realistic goal to set. And, that's 260 days. Obviously, that's, considering if you play every single day, which a lot of people don't. But realistically, with gaps in there and maybe not hitting that goal every single day, you can, you could still hit it in a year. And that 50K, obviously, every 99 is, 13,034,000 experience. So that could go with everything, You could go for 50K a day in multiple skills. Runecrafting is another one that a lot of people don't like. You can knock out 50K a day and really make some good progress. Another way to look at it too, especially for and so obviously that scales. Like, 100K a day, you're going to get a 99 in 130 days, which is really not that long. It's not that long of a time. Especially some of these skills, like when you're talking about 100K XP a day, like that's really not, it's really not hard to get that in a lot of skills, like you can get that in an hour with a lot of stuff. So that's a way that I like to look at it. That helps me. So like right now, I'm doing, an hour of blast furnace a day, which is like roughly 80K. I think I'm doing a little more than an hour. I try to do a little more than an hour. I try to get 100K XP a day in smithing, although recently I've been failing at that. My smithing level has been 87 for like 3 weeks now. But farming is another good example of that as well. You can get 100 to 150K farming XP in like 20 minutes of work every single day, and you'll get 99 farming before you know it. It really goes quick. And another way to fight burnout, that a lot of people maybe don't want to hear, but it kind of just is what it is like, take a break, like play some other games. Like, it's okay. This game is a marathon, it's not a sprint, and it's been around for a long time, and it's going to continue to be around for a long time. And you know, it's about fun. It is a game, and it is about enjoyment at the end of the day. So, you know, if you're feeling burnt out and you really, you know, are not energized to play the game, go play something else. And when you come back, you'll be super stoked, you know. And we all have the same mindset. We all come back and we're like, oh my God, I wish I was playing that whole time. But the reality is that you wouldn't have been as productive. And so it's good to keep things in perspective and, like, you know, have that clarity. And sometimes it takes stepping away from it for a little while to bring that on. And I just want to clarify that. I know that advice can kind of seem counterproductive to fighting burnout. As I'm editing this video, I realized I didn't expound on that well enough. And so what I mean by, you know, taking a break and playing other games is not like necessarily to quit RuneScape or whatever. I mean, if that's what you feel like you have to do, then do it by all means. Like, enjoy your life. But there's this kind of like feeling that a lot of people have, like I know I have it, and I've talked to friends who feel it as well, that when they're playing RuneScape and they're really into it, they feel like everything else is like XP waste. Like, they feel guilty to play other games. And like, I understand that and I get that, and in a lot of ways that's something that we don't necessarily have a lot of control over. Like, especially people who stick with this game for a long time tend to really be into this game and really love it. And so when you're super into it, that fuels that thought process of the XP waste mindset. But, you know, I'm just saying, take a break and then come back to the game later. Like, don't stress yourself out over feeling like you need to be playing. Because if you aren't productive in the game, especially if you just stand around and like bank stand, or like if you're not getting ahead, that's going to make you feel even worse later when you sit back and think, or when you look back at your day and you're like, I sat in front of the computer for 8 hours today and I didn't accomplish anything. Where if you would have gone and, you know, played Rocket League or Skyrim or just play some other game for a couple hours and then come back, maybe you would have gotten a lot more done. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I know, like I said, it's not like a super popular like way to fight burnout, and it seems almost counterproductive, but that's just my thought process and my kind of mindset going into that. Is like, you don't want to be, it's not that you don't want to be inefficient, but you don't want to be, you know, bank standing and like looking at your phone, like, and just sitting here not enjoying yourself, not having a good time. That's all I meant by that. I just felt the need, you know, like I said, I was editing the video and I felt the need to clarify that, because I felt like I didn't want to send any mixed messages, or like, you know, I wanted to be clear in what I was saying. So that's all. And then the final way, and to me the best way, honestly, to fight burnout is to just, and the final way is to just try things you've never tried before. Like, do things you've never done. Like, a lot of people, including myself, I was this way with farming, where I was like, I had never done farming and it seemed intimidating. But once I started doing it, which it sounds silly even to say that now, because farming is so easy. So, you know, try something you've never tried before in the game. Try some PVM. Go maybe get your skills up to go fight a boss you've never fought before, or play a mini game you've never done before. Just do something that could maybe like energize you to continue on and keep grinding. That's really, you know, at the end of the day, like, progress is progress no matter where you're making it, especially if you're going for max. You're gonna have to train every skill eventually anyway. So you know, you might as well be doing something, right? So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. I know it's kind of like long and rambly, but I just wanted to get that out there, because I know like a lot of people struggle with feeling burnt out in the game, and a lot of people, like, it is such a long journey. Like I say, like, you know, 2 years as 2 year to max is like kind of the norm, and it's efficient. But most of us have been playing for a lot longer than 2 years, and we're still not even close to being maxed yet. And that's just the reality. So every little bit helps, you know. But let me know if you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments what you do to fight burnout, and what you think of kind of these strategies here. I hope that, you know, I could influence like a mindset shift maybe in some people, and help them stay in the game. So thank you for watching, and stay on the grind. Happy scaping.